someone don't help you, when someone don't help you through the rain, when feelings don't matter and everything's nothing but a game. Just know that I'm with you, just know that I'm with you through it all, and I'm gonna be there whenever you win or if you fall.
Hi, my name is Mike, also known as FlyFisher530. Today we're going to be taking a look at this battery that was sent to me for review. This is an AllPowers S2000 battery. It is a 1500 watt-hour battery that looks like it would be a great battery for an overlanding style rig. So we're going to be doing a quick unboxing and review of its features. They also sent me a 200 watt solar panel, folding solar panel to review. So we'll be taking a look at that as well. So stay tuned, we're going to get started. All right, so it looks like we got a box within a box. Let's see how we're going to do this. Just easy as cut that. Okay, so on top looks like we have some, probably the user's manual. This piece of foam. Let's see. Can I get this out? Yep, battery. And in the box there's two bags, probably for cords. Another bag here. That's it. So, okay, now that we've unboxed this battery, there were two bags that came with this battery. This first one has in it the AC power cord to charge it up from a wall outlet. DC charging cord, you'd use this in your vehicle if the battery was running low and you wanted to charge it up from your vehicle, probably while you're driving. You could use this. And then the last cord in here is for connecting to a solar panel. So you could charge this battery up via a solar panel. And that's it for that bag. And then the other bag was another bag. And this looks like a bag that would go over the battery to protect it. And we'll put that on next. All right, so I'm going to just try putting it in this bag, see how easy or difficult that is, and see what it looks like for protection. Not exactly sure why you'd want to do this. Just trying to think of reasons why you'd want to have a bag around something like a lithium battery. And a couple things I can think of is maybe if you had it under an awning or under your vehicle and it was maybe raining outside and you just wanted to give it some extra protection, I certainly wouldn't just leave it out in the open like this. The other thing I thought, maybe for dust, if you had it in the back of an open truck bed or something and you wanted to protect it from dust, this would be better than nothing, although something like a front runner box or a Zargus box would be way better. But there you go. I've never seen a lithium battery with a bag before, and this comes with one. It does Velcro down on the sides. There's a Velcro piece in the front here, so pretty cool, I guess. All right, so let's talk about some of the features of this AllPowers S2000 battery. Again, this is a 1500 watt-hour battery. On the top here, we have 4 AC outlets. These are pure sine wave outlets, so it's safe for computer equipment such as laptops and what have you. Below that, we have a standard 12 volt, round 12 volt outlet. This is a 10 amp maximum outlet. Below that, we have these 4 USB outlets. This is 4 USB type A outlets, the original old school USB outlets here. And then above that, you have the newer style USB type C outlets, 2 of those. On this side, we have the connection port for the solar panels. And then you have your 3 buttons here. The first one's your DC button. Quick press will activate the screen and also the DC power. AC is a little bit longer press, and that'll power up the AC. And then if you want a Bluetooth connection, you're going to press and hold the Bluetooth button, and that'll activate the Bluetooth. And this will connect to your phone, and from here you can pretty much do everything that's on the panel here. You can turn on and off your DC, you can turn on and off your AC, you can take a look at what percentage of your battery is left, and you can take a look at what kind of draw is coming off the battery based on whatever you're powering with the battery. So pretty cool, and I've used the app. It works great. So that's it for pretty much the features of this battery. Coming up next, we're going to plug this into various appliances and see how it does with some power draw on it. Okay, so I've got this AllPowers battery now connected up to a bunch of different items here that I would never do in real life, but want to see they've rated this battery for 2,000 watts continuous draw. So I want to see if we can get close to that value. And so on the AC side, the first item is this hot water kettle here. This will probably take the most power draw of anything. The second AC connection is to this battery charger over here. This is for like electric mowers and chainsaws, battery charger for those. The third item connected up is to this like a heater element, like a small desk heater. That'll also take a pretty good draw. The last AC connection is for the laptop here, a charger for the laptop. And again, this is safe for laptops, computer equipment. It's a pure sine wave coming out of the AC ports. On the DC side, the round 12 volt outlet goes to this battery charger for drone batteries. 4 drone batteries are hooked up to this. And then 2 of the USB outlets for charging. One goes to this drone controller. Another one goes to this GoPro battery charger. This charges up 3 GoPro batteries at a time. And then in the middle here, I have my GoPro just recording up close the screen. All right, so we'll get started with the DC and then the AC and see how this goes. DC is just a quick one press. And we've got things booting up here. This is charging. These are charging. I don't know if you can see the red LEDs on the front here, but you can see on the back the GoPro is charging. Okay, so the DC is going. Let's hook up the AC side here. That's a long press on the AC. See how this goes. Okay, so we've got the tea kettles going. We're up to 2,300 watts coming out right now. 2,200, 2,216, 21, kind of leveling off now. You can see everything's charging here. These are charging. That's charging. Battery charger's charging. It's leveling off to about 2,055, looks like. $2,039. Yeah, it's right about at 2,000, so it definitely looks like it can handle it. You can see these GoPro batteries are charging here. These are charging. It's now at 2,063. The screen just turned itself off. 2060. It definitely looks like it's working. Actually, the water's starting to bubble here on the hot water kettle. That's definitely drawing some heat off of it. Well, I'm impressed. It's right at a little over 2,000, 2,100 now watts being drawn, and this thing is handling it like a champ. So, super impressed. Good to see that it can actually do what it's rated for. It's still at 2,100. All right, well, I think this is more than what you'd ever see me using it for in real life, and I think for probably 99.9% of the people out there. But it just goes to show that this battery is rated for 2,000 watts of continuous draw. It's definitely handling that like a champ. Water here is actually starting to get boiling. We're having bubbles come up right now. So I'm going to call it a good test, and we'll move on to the next phase of this video. Stay tuned. Okay, another feature of this battery that I didn't have on my old battery, which is a couple years old now, is a Bluetooth connection to your phone. So you'll have a scan code that you can use to download the AllPowers app to your phone, and then you're going to be able to control things like the AC power on or off, DC power on or off, as well as look at your battery level and the draw from your battery. So right now we'll try that. We've got my phone right here. I've got the AllPowers app up and running, and what I want to do right now is showing 100% battery level, which is what the screen should be showing. And then if I want to turn on the AC, which would be this thing, I'll tap that right now, and there it goes. Should be running. And then I can also turn on the DC now, and there that goes. So that's now powered on. So pretty neat. And then I can see the draw, 1 watt of output from the battery. So yeah, it's pretty neat. It's not something I had as a feature before on my older battery. So kind of cool to have this available to you, and just something else you can use as a feature of this battery. Okay, the other product that AllPowers was nice enough to send me is this 200-watt solar panel. This could be used to help charge up the battery they sent me. If you're out overlanding for several days, the battery's starting to draw down. This will be a good way of offsetting that drawdown. If you have sunshine available, obviously, you can use these solar panels to recharge the battery. This is a 200-watt folding solar panel, and it just came in this box, pretty simple. And so this is the front of the solar panel, and this is the back, just so you can see it. And on the back we have a bag basically here, and this has a whole bunch of charging cables. They give you a whole bunch of like multi cables with different connectors, so that if you don't have AllPowers battery, they give you enough different types of connectors that you should be able to attach to just about any battery out there on the market, as well as battery clips, so just like a car battery. And then this is the main cord attached to the solar panel that would go to your charging battery. So pretty neat. They give you so many options on the cables and the connections. So if it's not an AllPowers battery, you should hopefully have a good chance of connecting to just about any battery out there on the market. There's these legs that come out that'll help support the panel when it's leaning out there and being used. On the front, this is what it looks like on the front of the bag. Nice carrying handle here. You have these clips here that keep it closed. Again, this is one of the legs that would come out and be used to support the panel when it's leaning out there. And I'll set this up and show you guys, when it's really unfolded. But the clips come here, they just unsnap. And then the panel itself can be unfolded. Let's see how we're going to do this. Do it like this. There we go. There we go. So you get the kind of the idea. There's 4 legs on each panel, has a leg. There's also these little, I don't know if you can see them here, I'll do a little close-up. There's little loops, 3 of them, one in the middle and one on each end. They're also on the bottom. So I think these are for if you wanted to hang it up, like up higher against a vehicle, the side of a vehicle or something. You could do that with these little loops. Yeah, pretty neat. I mean, it's nice to have it all. I have 2 single 100-watt panels. That means I got 2 cords to connect together into a splitter, and then the splitter goes to a single cord to the battery to recharge my battery. To have just one panel with one cable is really kind of nice. So the next thing we'll do is we'll get this outside. I do have to say in advance, though, it's wintertime right now. Not even sure when we're going to get a sunny day right now. It's raining today. But the sun's so low in the sky, I really doubt we're going to see a lot of power draw from this panel. So kind of unfair to even put it out in the sun, in my opinion. I don't know if we're going to see a lot of power draw from this panel in the middle of winter. But at least you can see they do work. I will say these panels, this particular panel has excellent reviews on Amazon. So just keep that in mind as we go out and test this in the field. At least plug it in and show that we're getting some wattage put into the battery. But I don't expect it's going to be a lot at this time of year and with the sun so low in the sky. So, but we will try that and see how it comes out. Stay tuned. All right, well, since the last segment of the AllPowers video that you just watched, it's literally been about 6 weeks. And I've been waiting for a decent day of sunny weather to take the solar panels out and attach them to the battery. And in Northern California, the last few weeks, from about mid-January to about mid-February right now, it's just been nonstop rain. Or I had other commitments on the blue sky days that I couldn't take the panels out. So right now I'm in Trona, California, or Trona Pinnacles, and about to head up to Death Valley. And you'll be seeing that video coming up. But for the last part of this AllPowers video, I wanted to get these panels out and actually use them and connect them to the battery. This isn't the best of days. We've got sun setting about right now, coming down in the sky. It's behind clouds. It's still winter time, so these are not the best of conditions to expect solar panels to produce a lot of power. But we're currently getting about 70 to 75 watts of power out of these batteries, out of these solar panels. And I just wanted to show you that that's not bad, really, considering it's a 200-watt panel. You're never going to get 200 watts out of any solar panels. It'd be extremely rare. You need the best of best conditions. I think, though, 100 to 150 watts is certainly something you should expect on a blue sky day, middle of summer, around noon. You have a perfect angle set up for the panels facing the sun. No clouds in the way like there are now. Certainly 100, 150 watts you should expect easy. But today we're seeing about 70 to 75 watts on these panels. I do like them. They fold up into one nice kit, as you've seen, and they connect in easy to the battery. They do come with a whole bunch of connections, so you can connect them to all styles of batteries, all styles of battery connection points. So I'd be surprised if there was a lithium battery out there these wouldn't connect to. So, and as I said before, these also had a great reviews on Amazon. So Anyway, just wanted to wrap up that section of the video, be able to show you the panels hooked up, actually working with the AllPowers battery, and that they are putting out an amazing amount of power, in my opinion, for the conditions right now. And I'll show you that in a second. All right, guys, we're getting near the end of the video here. If you've stuck with me this far, thank you so much. One of the last things I want to talk about is, getting a battery to start up a diesel heater, and I'll be using the AllPowers here in a minute to do just that. This diesel heater I've had for over a year now. You guys seen my comments on it many times before. This is a great diesel heater. It's run 12, 14 hours at a time, no issues. Still has fuel in the tank after 12, 14 hours. Just an amazing diesel heater. This thing has been bulletproof for me so far. So give X Ventures a lot of props. And I do have a video. I'll leave a link up above if you want to see the setup for that diesel heater. But one of the issues I ran into during that video was my lithium cube was not able to start up the heater. And what was going on was this particular diesel heater at startup was drawing 12 amps. And the round circular 12 volt outlet on this lithium cube is rated for 10 amps maximum. At first I thought it was the lithium cube was the problem, because I'd seen Jackeries that were starting up diesel heaters, no problems. Bluettis were starting up diesel heaters, no problem. Then I realized it's not the lithium cube. There are just some of these diesel heaters, whether they're 3 kilowatt, 5 kilowatt, 8 kilowatt, some of them draw more than 10 amps at startup. This particular one draws 12 amps at startup, and the lithium cube was not allowing that to happen because it had a 10 amp rated maximum on its 12 volt outlet. Jackeries have a 10 amp maximum. EcoFlows, Bluettis, they all have 10 amp maximum. So if you're able to boot up your diesel heater, no issues with your lithium batteries, it's because you've got a diesel heater that's not drawing more than 10 amps at startup. This particular one was drawing 12. The solution for me was pretty simple, and it was this particular little AC to DC converter, which allows me to use the 15 amp maximum connection. So the round 12 volt port is right here on the end of this AC to DC converter, and basically goes up to 15 amps, allows this lithium cube to boot up the diesel heater, no problem at all. And I've seen a lot of people that have found that solution online. So if you do buy a new diesel heater and you're having issues with your lithium batteries not allowing it to start up, the solution is this $20 piece right here from Amazon. You can look at my prior video for a link. It's a great solution, simple, and has worked great for me for this diesel heater. So this is really not about that, though. I'm going to actually swap this out for the AllPowers. We'll check it out with the AllPowers, which also has a 10 amp maximum. And assuming that is not able to start up this diesel heater, we'll plug in this AC to DC converter, which goes up to 15 amps, and just confirm that's the solution. So stand by. We're going to get this started up next. All right, so we've replaced the lithium cube with the AllPowers battery. Right now we have the power plugged into the round 12 volt port on the AllPowers battery, which is 10 amp maximum. We're going to see if that's able to start up this diesel heater as I indicated before. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll turn on the DC power, hit the start button, see what happens. Stay tuned. Also, I've opened up the garage door, obviously, in case we have any fumes in here. So stand by. Hit the start button. There we go. Should hear a clicking sound as it starts to boot up. Okay, so it's drawing 42. Does not want to start. Yeah, it just does not want to start, so. Yeah, so I've tried starting this several times and it's just not happening. So I think it's trying to get to the point where it's going to get up to 12 amps to start the heater element going inside this diesel heater, and it just won't happen. So what I'm going to do next is hook up the AC to DC converter, see if we can get it to start up. Stand by. Okay, we'll turn off the DC power, turn on the AC power. Okay, we'll try hitting the start button again. It's up to over 111, 115 watts, 120 watts. Still drawing power, drawing 120 watts. There it goes. So this little $20 AC to DC converter makes all the difference on whether or not you're going to be able to start up some diesel heaters. Like I say, not all diesel heaters are going to draw more than 10 amps. So if you have a Bluetti or an EcoFlow or a Jackery that has no issue, it's because you've got a diesel heater that draws less than 10 amps at startup. This particular diesel heater draws 12 amps at startup, and so you're going to need something like AC to DC converter to make that happen. Hope this is helpful a little bit for some people who may not be aware of that issue, but this thing's getting going here, so it's nice to see it's working again just fine. So hopefully that was helpful, and just give you some final thoughts, guys, here. Stand by. All right, well, I just got back from my trip from Death Valley, guys, and starting in the Trona Pinnacles and then up to Death Valley. This thing was beaten up in my rig for days at a time on some very rough washboardy type roads. Just bounced all over my cab. Performed great. It heated my heated blanket for several nights. Ran my refrigerator. No issues. And I have to say, I wasn't too sure the Bluetooth feature was really anything that I'd really like or need, and because I never really had it with my Wagon Tech battery. And so I have to say, it's really nice to be up in my tent, be able to check the battery levels, you know, what percentage is left, see what the draws coming off the battery for either the refrigerator or the electric blanket, being able to turn it on and off remotely. All those things has been really, really handy. I have to say, I didn't think it would be that useful a feature, but I like it. And for a 1500 watt hour battery, it's somewhat larger than my 1200 watt hour lithium cube. Definitely has plenty of power. You guys have seen in the test I've done on it, definitely did some stress test on this thing, and it did beautifully. So I'm really impressed. And the solar panels too did great. Really, really awesome. I really like the package on the solar panels as well. I definitely like this battery. You'll definitely see it in upcoming videos. One thing I do want to address is it's not a lithium phosphate battery, which people believe is a safer battery, and I understand that. But my lithium cube I've had for several years is not lithium phosphate. It's performed great. All the things on that table here are essentially not lithium phosphate batteries, but all they do have in common is a BMS, or a battery management system, which is there to make sure the batteries are not over voltage, the batteries are not under voltage, to monitor what kind of temperature they have, including my e-bike batteries for things like chainsaws and blowers and mowers, GoPro batteries, drone batteries, and this lithium cube. So these have all performed great for me, and I expect they will in the future. So, and then one last thing, I do have a new website, so I'm going to put a plug up for that. If you guys are interested in any sort of merchandise, swag from Fly Fisher, so I have these shirts and hoodies with this logo on the front, and then this logo on the back, and then hats as well, and patches. So don't make a lot of money off of that stuff, but it does help support the channel. If you guys are interested, that website's there, and you can order these products at the website. Upcoming video, we have the Trona Pinnacles to Death Valley video that I did with 395 Junkie. I did it with Trail Newbie and Johnny Taco Outdoors. I just had a blast on that trip and can't wait to put the video together. Daniel, 395 Junkie, already has a part 1 out. You guys should check that out. And I'm sure these other guys will be starting to produce videos as well of the trip. So it turned out to be an amazing trip. I love going to Death Valley. It was my 4th time there, and we'll definitely want to be back for more. So again, guys, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Really appreciate it, and hope to see you on the trail someday.